Okay, long-term Bitcoin holders at multi-year high, according to Glassnode. Analytics provider reported that long-term BTC holders are reducing their spending and adding to positions. Glassnode's latest weekly on-chain report indicated that long-term holders of Bitcoin are at a multi-year high. The analysis delved into the spent volume age bands, which are used to identify the age of coins dominating the on-chain flows on any given day. The metric can be used to identify when the process of profit taking or accumulation begins. This can reasonably be interpreted as longer term holders reducing their spending and thus are more likely to be adding to positions, not exiting them. If you look at the price, generally it looks like when this goes really high, we end up having a drop, looks like, but the most parabolic action, it looks like there is a big spike. Just trying to look at when it's pretty low. We're not seeing a lot of movement. Trying to interpret this chart here, but it has been going down since late October. Although short-term holders have taken profits at historic high points and broken even at low points over the past week, the market is still yet to become overly saturated with profit taking. Let's see. Cointelegraph reported long-term holders are sitting on 13.3 million Bitcoin. Golly. Think about this. Long-term holders are sitting on 13.3 million. That's 75% of the supply.
Jeez.
And I would assume that that does include the 4 million Bitcoin that's missing and will never come back into the supply.
Right.
Because that would be a long-term holder.
Right.
So it's not a higher number than that, but what's that?
I said it's gotta include that.
Yeah.
That's still a lot. Interesting.
Colin Wu said the number of non-zero addresses has hit an all-time high. So there you go. Also, we have this. Stripe says it's open to accepting crypto for payments 3 years after ending Bitcoin support.
Wow.
You know what that means, don't you?
What?
It means that when the price crashed, they got out. And now, at pretty much the worst possible time, they're willing to get back in.
Yep.
Like, what a bunch of idiots.
If they'd been taking payments the whole time, they'd be sitting on major profits.
Right now. This is an example of kind of what happens in bear markets. Okay. Which is when the price was going up, Stripe was all in. Here we go. We're going to accept Bitcoin. And then prices crash and they're like, oh, sorry. No. Now prices are back up and they're back in. And it just kind of shows you that a lot of these companies are more wishy-washy than you think. They don't necessarily have a long-term view of crypto. We do have a lot more companies out there that do have longer-term views of crypto, but very interesting here. Crypto obviously means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. There have been developments of late with an eye to making crypto better, scalable, and acceptable cost as a payment method. And that was also going on back then. He's bullish on Web3, yada, yada, yada. Third largest Bitcoin whale bought $375 million worth of Bitcoin in 11 days. I can't find out today, but I should find out see if I can figure out who owns this. One of the largest Bitcoin whales has accumulated more than 6,600 coins. Crypto Potato frequently reports sales and purchases of this particular whale. 8 straight days of buying that they've done. So that should be a good indication of what's coming. And I will tell you, I believe there is definitely something to this. I think there is not a reason that this is, this is not random, okay, that they're buying this. We are going to have a massive pump very soon. South Beach breaks. Oh, what's up?